Chapter 17, Forests are Lifeline. Introduction. An area with high density of trees is known as a forest. A forest is a system which is composed of plants, animals, and microorganisms. Forest is the habitat for a variety of living beings. Many plants, animals, and microbes live in the forest.
Forest structure. A typical tree forest is composed of two distinct layers, namely overstory or canopy and understory. The understory is further subdivided into the shrub layer, herb layer, and also the moss layer and soil microbes. In some complex forests, there is also a well-defined lower tree layer. A tree can be divided into two parts, trunk and branches. The branches of a tree make its crown. Crowns of several trees in the forest make the canopy. In dense forests, the canopy looks like the roof of the forest. The canopy is the home of many animals which stay there for shelter, to avoid predators on the forest floor and to seek fruits and seeds from the trees and epiphytes of the rainforest canopy. Monkeys are seen in many rainforest locations, leaping from tree to tree. Crowns of trees come in various shapes and sizes. The size of a tree crown is strongly correlated with the growth of the tree. The crown displays the leaves to allow capture of radiant energy for photosynthesis. Thus, measurement of the tree crown is often made to assist in the quantification and understanding of the growth of the tree. Their general shape varies from relatively dense conoids for young and healthy trees of an excurrent habit to wide-open hemispherical shapes for older trees of a deliquescent habit. The lower layer of the forest is known as understory. It is composed of herbs and shrubs. The understory is a different world in itself. The understory may not get proper sunlight in dense forests. There are many animals and creatures which live only in the understory of a forest. Forests are central to all human life because they provide a diverse range of resources. They store carbon, aid in regulating the planetary climate, purify water, and mitigate natural hazards such as floods. Forests also contain roughly 90% of the world's terrestrial biodiversity. The forests prevent floods in many ways. The forest acts as a natural absorber of rainwater and allows it to seep. In deep forest, during heavy rain, the raindrops do not hit the forest floor directly. The uppermost layer of the forest canopy intercepts the flow of raindrops and makes its impact slow. On the ground, it is absorbed by heaps of decaying leaves, etc. The water moves through the root zone and down into the water table, and the groundwater gets recharged. In the absence of trees in the forest, rain may hit the ground directly and may flood the area around it. Heavy rain may also damage the soil and subsequently resulting in soil erosion. Roots of trees normally bind the soil together, but in their absence, the soil is washed away or eroded. An area of a rainforest the size of a football field is being destroyed each second. Important forests produce. Many important forests produce are useful for us. Some examples are given below. 1. Firewood and dry leaves are used as kitchen fuel in villages which are close to a forest. 2. Timber is an important raw material for construction activities and for making furniture and artifacts. 3. Wood pulp is used in the manufacture of paper. 4. Honey, kendu leaves, kechu, lac, raisin, etc. are important forests produce. 5.
Many medicinal plants and herbs are also found in forests.
More than 5,000 things are made from trees, such as houses, furniture, pencils, utensils, fences, books, newspaper, movie tickets, even clothing and toothpaste. Forest as a system. Forest is a system comprising various plants, animals, and microorganisms. For a sustainable forest ecosystem, there has to be variety of animals and plants in a forest. The various components of the forest are interdependent on one another. In the forest, there is interaction between soil, water, air, and the living organisms. Different layers of vegetation provide food and shelter for animals, birds, and insects. All animals, whether herbivores or carnivores, depend ultimately on plants for their food supply. In forest, many food chains can be found simultaneously and they might be intertwined. If any of the members of the food chain gets disturbed, it affects other food chains as well. These food chains produce a lot of supplementary products which are vital for the plant's growth. Some microorganisms called decomposer, such as mushroom, fungi, feed upon the dead plant and animal tissues and convert them into a dark-colored substance known as humus. Humus makes the soil highly fertile. The topsoil of forest is fertile because of the presence of humus. Decomposers help in maintaining the supply of nutrients to the growing plants in the forest. Humus enriches the soil with nutrition which helps in plants' growth. The dead animals become food for vultures, crows, jackals, and insects. By harboring greater variety of plants, the forest provides greater opportunities for food and habitat for the herbivores. Larger number of herbivores means increased availability of food for a variety of carnivores. Not only this, decaying heap of animal dropping is a source of food to various insects or decomposers, which ultimately enrich the soil with nutrition in the form of humus. The animals also disperse the seeds of certain plants and help the forest to grow. Every part of the forest contributes in making a self-sustaining system. The green plants prepare food through photosynthesis. The wide variety of animals helps the forest to regenerate and grow. Organisms which feed on plants often get eaten by other organisms and so on. For example, grass is eaten by insects, which in turn is taken by the frog. The frog is consumed by snakes. This is said to form a food chain. Many food chains can be found in the forest. All food chains are linked. The forests are perfect recycling factories of nature and all the nutrients are recycled. Here nothing goes waste. Grass, insects, frog, snake, and then eagle.
Worms are also considered decomposers as they act as scavengers.
Role of forests in preserving the environment. Forest plays an important role in preserving the environment. Green plants take solar energy and convert it into chemical energy while making food. Thus, solar energy is transferred to other living beings through the green plants. Green plants utilize carbon dioxide during photosynthesis and release oxygen. That is how the green plants maintain the balance of carbon dioxide and oxygen in the environment. The different roles played by the nature are listed below. Role of forest in water cycle. The roots of the trees make the soil porous. Rainwater seeps through these pores and recharge groundwater. Forests prevent wastage of rainwater in the form of runoff. Forests also prevent flash floods by slowing down the movement of water. Role of forest in soil conservation. The roots of the trees hold the topsoil in place. This prevents soil erosion by wind or by running water. Forests influence climate, water cycle, and air quality of planet Earth in a big way. Forests provide us with oxygen. If forests disappear, the amount of carbon dioxide in air will increase, resulting in the subsequent increase in the Earth's temperature. They provide habitat to a large number of animals. In the absence of trees and plants, the animals will not get food and shelter. They protect soil in the absence of trees. The soil will not hold water, which will cause floods. Forests help in bringing good rainfall in neighboring areas.
Deforestation and its effect. Large-scale cutting of trees to clear land for human use is known as deforestation. Due to growing human population, vast tracts of forest have been removed. This has created many problems. Some of them are given below. Reduced forest cover has led to soil erosion and loss of soil fertility at many places. Reduced forest cover has distributed the natural process of recharging of groundwater. This has resulted in shortage of drinking water at many places. Reduced forest cover means there is loss of habitat for many animals. Existence of most of the animals is in danger because of this. Reduced forest cover means there is higher percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This is leading to global warming. The average temperature of the earth is on the rise. Forests influence climate change mainly by affecting the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. When forests grow, carbon is removed from the atmosphere and absorbed in wood, leaves and soil. Because forests can absorb and store carbon over an extended period of time, they are considered carbon sinks. This carbon remains stored in the forest ecosystem but can be released into the atmosphere when forests are burned. Overall, the world's forest ecosystems are estimated to store more carbon than the entire atmosphere. The single oldest living thing on Earth is a tree. It is 4,700 years old and is located in the United States. It was growing when the Egyptians built the pyramids.